Hello and welcome to the first ever Hart Cross Country Media Days. I'm your host, Derek Johnson from KLWN Radio in Lawrence, Kansas. We have the Park Pirates joining us here, new head coach Ricky Hacker, as well as a couple of his athletes with Kenzie Carty and Andrew Figueroa. Coach, I want to start with you. You were just hired a few days ago, so kind of taking over the reins here of Park with track and cross country. Just as we get into things, how have the first few days gone and what's the transition been like?
Well, it was kind of a whirlwind. I kind of came into it, it was a last minute thing, but honestly, it's been a really quick transition. I've been lucky because I feel like everybody I've worked with, they're good kids. So it's been really nice just kind of coming into it. Definitely the girls, it's going to be a building process, just getting the numbers and putting everyone together and getting some other girls for some of the true distance girls to run with. So team's pretty small on that side, but definitely two true distance, middle distance runners that Mackenzie being one here. They're definitely there's a lot of room to work from. I think they both have a higher ceiling than what was expected. So I'm actually excited with that. And just yeah, trying to build on the girls' side with some other athletes and get it a little bit bigger. But I think those two alone, they have an opportunity maybe to qualify for nationals. So super exciting to see where they're at as we go. Now on the guys' side, we're actually pretty deep. I think they're going to surprise a lot of teams this year. I mean, obviously they surprised last year. I had nothing to do with it, obviously, but I think they were fifth last year at the conference. And I don't know if that was necessarily expected, but I would say this year, just what little bit I've seen of them, I think they're gonna shock everybody. I'll just say it now. I think it's gonna be a really good. If we can stay healthy, I think the momentum is gonna carry in our way all the way through. But as a whole, like they're all they're all gelling pretty well, at least from what I can see so far. And that's a huge part of it. If they can stay together and work together, and the talents there with a lot of them. So it's going to be exciting.
Well, Kenzie, what brought you to Park and began your kind of competitive running career from when that got started for you?
I came to Park because I had gotten reached out to by Renshaw. I didn't even think I was going to do cross country and track in college. I was supposed to do volleyball, but I really enjoy cross and the energy was here. The psychology program was good too. So I just decided to try it out.
Andrew, what about you? What got you started in competitive running and brought you here to Park?
Yeah, so I was just kind of like trying it in high school. It turned out that I was like decent at it, so I just kept going. And then Renshaw reached out to me, and then I looked up Park. It was a nice little campus, and then the construction management program that I'm in is actually pretty good. So if I was gonna get my degree, might as well run too.
Kenzie, there are a lot of great running areas in the Parkville area. There's the English Landing Park, the Nature Sanctuary behind Julian Soccer Field. How much do you guys, as a team, kind of enjoy some of the areas that you get to run in the local Parkville area?
I mean, it's really nice because it's so small, but like all the nature areas that are so close by makes it easier. Um, Coming from a small town, it's nice to see that there's some foresty spots that aren't just complete city too. So
Andrew, do you have some goals for yourself and as a team this year?
Yeah, so as a team, my goal is ultimately like work together more and then make it further in the conference and make it where our standings are a bit higher and get at least two guys to qualify for nationals, which I think is so far is looking pretty good. And then my goal also is to make it two nationals and be one of those people who qualifies.
Coach, what are some of the ways that you're hoping to teach and lead athletes in this new role from some of the personal experiences that you've had as a competitive racer?
Um, well, I think honestly, I feel like as a whole, um, they're all pretty competitive. Like I do see that right away with them. And obviously if you're going to be trying to run collegiately, you want to be pretty competitive. But I think even with my past, the biggest thing is just wanting to be there and wanting to build towards something. And even with Mackenzie, she knows on the psychological side, trying to keep the emotional side kind of calm early. I think a lot of teams, like every meet is super important all the way through. And I want to stress with them, I think psychologically, like, hey, we're building, it's a process. Whatever happens, happens. Don't get so locked down on every single race. I'm not saying don't get in there and compete, but don't get so locked in on like, I need to do this and that for this race. Let it kind of come with the training. That's the biggest thing as a coach. And then as a runner is just, I started to discover kind of late in my running career was let it build towards that one race. And sometimes that one race may not go as well as you wanted to, but you're going to run pretty well just because you haven't spent all this emotional taxing effect just to get there. So, and I think that.
Well, Kenzie, do you have a favorite memory or moment over the course of your collegiate running career so far?
Sorry, what? Someone just called me. What did you say again?
Oh, I was asking Kenzie if she has a favorite memory or moment over her
Okay.
collegiate running career.
I think I'd probably say conference from last cross country, even though it was really cold, so it obviously sucked. We still were able to all bond together and we ended up making it fun in the end.
Andrew, what about you? Do you have a favorite memory or moment from your collegiate running career?
Yeah, I'd say 2 years ago. So when I was running, there's this kid named Nathan Strobel. He was my workout partner and he qualified for nationals. And I was super geeked for him because that was like my training partner and we put like all those runs in all the time. So it was pretty cool.
Kenzie, if you could use a word or a phrase to best describe the Park University cross country program and team, what would that be?
I think I'd say empowering.
Why would you pick that word?
I'd pick empowering just because, especially on the women's side, there's not a lot of us, but we're still so strong coming out and we work really hard for what we want.
Andrew, what about you? If you were describing the team or the Park program with a word or a phrase or a quick sentence, what would you say about the Park Pirates?
I had to say fresh because we have a lot of new freshmen coming in, new coaching staff. So everything basically like restarted. So we're on a fresh start.
Well, Coach, Kenzie, Andrew, thank you guys for the time today. Good luck on this season. Good luck getting acclimated early in the year, Coach, and good luck the rest of the year. Thank you guys.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.